Kung Fu Panda 4 releases in theaters this weekend, and today I am going to see it, which is super exciting. But now here's the thing, we've got a little bit of time till the movie starts, and I wanted to show you some of my original Kung Fu Panda Pops that I have in the collection. And these are the only two that I have at the moment, but there's something cool that I'll be showing you later after we've seen the film. I ordered a bunch more of them. But first, let's take a look at this one here. We have Tigress, the only Pop that they've made for the movie that isn't Po. I know, a little bit weird. And there was supposed to be more of them that released in this wave, but for some reason they scrapped the rest of it. You could actually find them inside of a Funko catalog that they give to stores to see if they want to pre-order them, and maybe they just didn't pre-order enough, but I would love to see those too. Not two as well, you know what I'm talking about. And anyways, let's get into the Po here, which is Po with hat. I remember when these first released, and I figured I'd go for the Po with hat instead of the normal one because there's more detail, but now I wish I had a normal Po as well, because it would literally just complete the entire set. But either way, it is still really fun to have both of these, and I cannot wait to go and see the movie today. But like I said, we can't go yet, so let's do a bit of pop hunting, or maybe some, Kung Fu Panda toy hunting to see what we can get. I am not seeing any Kung Fu Panda stuff here. I mean, there haven't been any recently. I wish they did make a new set for the new movies. And I mean, they have Panda from Jujutsu Kaisen, but he's not the Kung Fu one we're looking for. And over in this section here, they have some of the brand new Godzilla and Kong, but still no Kung Fu Panda. Well, now that we're done over at GameStop, let's try at Walmart, because they've got a pretty decent toy section. They've got to have something. Well, everybody, at a quick glance here, I am not seeing anything. They've got a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. They also have a bunch of Turtles Mutant Mayhem, but no Kung Fu Panda. Oh, and would you look at this? They do have more Godzilla x Kong, but that's not what we need. And I guess the closest for now, everybody, is going to be the Minecraft Panda Lego set. And well, I guess this is something, everybody. You can get Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3 on DVD, but I'm not going to be getting this today. Let's just go to the movie. Okay, everybody, the movie is about to start. I'll see you after.
It is time to take the next step on your journey.
I'm not going to be the Dragon Warrior anymore?
You will advance to spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Keep your surf off my turf!
And just like that, everybody, the movie is over. Let's go back and talk about it. Also, unbox those new Pops I got. And just like that, everybody, we are back from the film, and I could probably take these off now. It was a lot of fun, and actually, we did get to see Po wearing this hat, so pretty cool that I showed you the Pop earlier. And I had heard some people talking about it before, that they felt like the trailer seemed like a cheaper version of the normal animation that they did for the first 3 movies, and I didn't really feel that while watching. And I'm wondering if maybe they just made the trailer so far in advance, or those clips that they used for the trailer were like not complete. That's probably what it was, because when I watched it, it looked fine. The one thing that did kind of bug me throughout the movie is that we didn't get to hear the 5 actually talk. You know who I'm talking about. Mantis, Monkey, Crane, I'll think of it. Tigress, of course, what am I doing? And who am I missing? Whatever, you guys know who I'm talking about. And now this isn't really a spoiler because they mentioned it right at the beginning of the film. There was a few kids asking Po where they are, and he just said they're off on adventures. It felt like a quick way for them to say they're not going to be in the film. Viper! That's who I was thinking of. And anyways, I did find that to be a little bit weird, but then they did come in at the very end, and they didn't have any voices. It was during the credits, but still, it was cool. And now, everybody, let's get into those Funko Pops that I told you that I picked up earlier, because I know on the back of the box, here, and I'll show you again with Tigress, there's only 3 figures here. But everybody, for the Pop Asia line, they actually made a bunch more Po's that we're going to be taking a look at. And now I don't want to spoil too much yet. Let's do them one at a time. And now I think the best way to start today is the flocked version of Po. You see, I mentioned it earlier saying that I wish I had the original one, then I pulled this one out later on. Whoop-pow! I mean, come on, it's really cool. And now this one here is actually the only one that I have that has the normal box like the ones that I showed you earlier. It also is the only one with the original characters on the back. Like you can see, there's the 3 again, but it has that 2015 Pop Asia exclusive sticker on the front. Oh, and that's actually kind of weird because I'm pretty sure the other ones say 2016, so it must have released a little bit before, and I've got to say, this is a really well done character. It's funny because it is actually the first time I've ever seen this version of Po in person, and I've got to say, the flocking, it's so perfect. And now for the other ones, I guess we'll just go in numerical order, or at least what I somewhat have have in numerical order because I'm missing a few of them. And I'll show you the ones that I'm missing at the end because they are some interesting stuff that I'm probably going to want to pick up in the future. And so this one that we've got here is actually the fighting version of Po, which definitely happens in the movie. And I know that some of these don't throughout, but they're still really cool to talk about. And yeah, it's kind of just like the original one that we took a look at a second ago, but he's got a bit of a different stance. And this one does have the Funko 2016 Pop Asia exclusive sticker. I am actually really enjoying how that looks. Oh, and I just noticed now the pop on the front appears to be flipped, probably so they don't have this huge arm going across it. But you'll see here, that is the side of the box and how it is in the actual box. But when you take a look at the front, they've got the arm up so it doesn't cover so much of the character, which is kind of a funny thing to do, but it makes sense. All right, we just did 102. Now it looks like we're gonna have to jump to 104 for the next one because I do not have 103, which would be a cool character to have. But the one that I do have here is Guan Yu Po. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It is the outfit that he's wearing, and also I am loving that he's got the giant sword or weapon behind him. Ow, ooh, that kind of hurt. Like, I'm not exactly sure what the weapon is called. Maybe it's actually a Guan Yu? I don't know. But either way, it's a pretty neat pop, especially because they changed the body on this one as well as the head because he does have the hat molded into it. Now, we just did 104. Let's jump to 105. And this one here is the Po of Wealth. Again, another pretty fun one because he's got a whole new outfit here. And I also really enjoy that he has, oh, now I know that there's a name for this, but I can't think of what it's called. Is it like, I want to say like the Cup of Wealth or the Fountain of Wealth or whatever he's holding in his hand has to do with wealth. I just can't think of it exactly. And I've definitely seen that symbol before in different things. I don't know what it would be, but I've heard people be like, that's the symbol for wealth. And I think it's really cool that they put a lot of detail into this one, especially when it released back in 2016. Oh, and actually, now that we're taking a look on the bottom, because this is a Pop Asia exclusive, it's got the Pop Life sticker there. Do you see that? They have all of them. Well, actually, all of the Pop Asia ones actually have that sticker because they're created by the company Pop Life, which is a really neat thing to have, and it's almost just saying that, like, this is an official product. I like it a lot. Now, everybody, we are jumping into number 107, and this one here is Fortune Po. Again, another one that released in 2016, and I believe, actually, all of the ones that we're taking a look at here released the same year, and this is, again, just another brand new outfit for him. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I believe I remember where I learned some of this from. You know, the very little knowledge that I have, it's probably going to be, and this might be bad, but Epcot, you know, whenever I'm in Epcot, they have the China Pavilion, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some of this stuff here. This makes me sound awful. But the thing is, I'm trying to learn. I'm not just saying this pretending like I know what I'm talking about. I'm doing my best over here. But anyways, getting back to it, I am a huge fan of all of these poses so far, and I think it really is nice, this one here. And I'm wondering what he's holding in his hand. It kind of looks like a feather, or maybe something similar to that. If you guys know, please pop it down below. And then, everybody, we have Terracotta Po, which is actually really neat. Yeah, I love the detail on this thing, especially because he's wearing a terracotta suit of armor. And again, very similar to my limited knowledge here. I know that they use terracotta as armor, of course, because Poe's wearing some here, but I also know terracotta from, and you guys know what I'm gonna say here, Minecraft. Again, not a great way to learn things, but hey, you've got to learn it from somewhere, and Epcot in video games is how I do it, I guess, for these certain topics. And so there we go, guys. That is all of the posts that I picked up, and now I can finally show you the back of the box with the rest of the characters on it. There are some really cool ones that I still need to get. And some of the ones that I really want to get are the, let me see here, Master Po would be amazing. Lucky Po is really cool, as well as Dim Sum Po too. But I mean, Taiji Po as well as Shaolin Po also look amazing. I mean, the entire set is really cool. And actually, now that I'm looking at the top three there, I bet you could do like a cool like stop motion animation with how similar they are. Because he's really just doing a couple different poses. Now I'm just trying to center them all, looking at the camera here. That seems pretty decent. And anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy my review of Kung Fu Panda 4, as well as taking a look at a bunch of brand new Kung Fu Panda pops that I just added to my collection. Like, this is a good amount of them. And if you guys want to see more movie reviews from me in the future, please hit subscribe and let me know in the comment section below which ones you guys want to see, because I'm debating on Ghostbusters. We also have Inside Out 2. There's a good amount coming this year. But anyways, I've now got to find a spot for these in my collection. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow!